second screen. So but watch what you say here, but keep talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Checkmate King 2. This is White Recover.
We got you. But that was too quick. We got a long time to go for this.
Oh, no.
I go live.
We're live, man.
We're live now.
Yeah, but the problem is I'm not my second screen. Okay. See, there you hear it. Now you heard it. Now we're finally really live. We're fake live before, but we're real live now. Okay, I would see. Let me get ready here. Are we ready, guys? DeMarco will be joining us later in the show. He's at a big party tonight. He's out partying. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah. But okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and welcome into Drone Nation for November 18th, 2024. Will there be another drone released in 2024? We're going to get to that in a few minutes here. I'm going to mute this Cowboys game over here, Cowboys-Texas game. Right at the top of the show, I want to thank Mike Ray for coming on, being our guest host tonight, guest star. I just said earlier DeMarco's going to be a little late tonight, but he will be here. Before we do anything else, I want to send thoughts and prayers out for Romeo Durscher, big, used to work with DJI, and he's been an important man in the community. He's got some pretty serious health issues going on. He's not being secret about it. They say he's got like posts and stuff where he's telling you exactly what's going on with his health. So again, I don't want to misquote or misrepresent anything here. So I would refer just to Google search him and get his exact words on his condition.
He is a gentleman that it was very integral for us to have the drones that we fly today.
Mike, did you ever get a chance to meet Romeo?
I never have. I've heard the name, I've seen him, but I've never met him. So.
Right. Yeah, he was, almost one of DJI's big, U.S. spokesmen over here for.
Right. He was before Wade took over, I believe.
Yeah.
I think Chief Wade took over his position.
Okay.
About 4 years ago. Yeah. I know Chief Wade. I've met him numerous times. He's out of Texas here, based out of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. What Chief Wayne's based in Texas, huh?
Yep. Out of Cleveland, right.
Okay.
And I think he took over Romeo's position about 4 years ago.
I met him for the first time at the Las Vegas meetup.
Right. Yeah. One with a cowboy hat.
Yeah. It was hilarious. Ron, you'd have loved this. He had a camera set up. He had, I think, every DJI camera there is on this setup, and he was taking pictures of Bob Dempsey.
Oh, wow.
He did a 45-minute interview with Bob, I think, actually.
Oh, is that what it was? Was it an interview?
Yeah.
Wow.
About 45 minutes toward the end there.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, again, said, my definitely thoughts and prayers for Romy's not doing well. Okay, number 2 issue here. DeMarco Moore's fearless Monday night forecast, and DeMarco's not here tonight. But I'm gonna read it for him tonight. Now we have it's the Battle of Texas tonight, and Mike's headquartered in Texas right now, so he's at the the ground level there. We have the Houston Texans at a record of 6-4 versus the Dallas Cowboys at a record of 3-6. The Texans are giving 7 points, and believe it or not, DeMarco, he's all in on the Cowboys tonight. He's picking Dallas tonight.
Seriously?
They're underdogs. Now, right now, it was 14-0, but Dallas has just scored, I think, on a defensive play, and there's 14-7. So looks to be maybe shaping up for a good game tonight. Mike, since you're in Texas, I'm going to let you give a pick it also.
I'll pick the Texans.
Okay, you're
Dallas doesn't have this year.
And Marcus picked the 49ers earlier.
I did. I picked the 49ers. So, Ron, could we fly a drone there?
Well, the problem is Jerry was going to open the roof up tonight because they have a retractable dome, right? But guess what? When they started opening up, metal pieces started falling down onto the field. Now, this is before the fans got there, so they had to stop the plans of opening up or whatever. So the dome is closed tonight.
Okay, right. So the dome is closed, so you could legally fly a drone in there. It's an enclosed building.
Except that there's an FAA no fly.
That's for the airspace outside a building, Ron.
The FAA doesn't control it if it's enclosed.
Yeah.
Well, what about a Jerry Jones no fly inside the stadium?
He'll have his own. Yeah,
that's possible. That's possible.
And Jerry probably has more security guys than you'd want to deal with.
I've flown over the stadium, and I have flown over the stadium, but it's been not during the game time, of course.
Yeah. Right.
Sunday morning, they know I was there. They have aeroscope. They know you're They know you're flying there.
It's Class G with no game, huh?
Class G, and this on the eastern side of it is 400-foot limitation.
Okay.
But the parking lot, basically, all the way to the Ranger Stadium is just east of there, and it's under 400 foot.
You know, Marcus, if you would sneak your drone there, you could just say you're with the ESPN crew.
Right. Wear an ESPN shirt. Yeah.
You're the official ESPN drone guy for the evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
You know these guys that make those yellow vests that are, this color, and they put FAA authorized drone pilot in big letters on the back and stuff like that to make them look real official. You can
it does. It makes you look official.
We would just change yours to NFL official drone pilot.
That's what you'd put on the front, and on the back it would say FAA. Yeah.
Yeah. And when we tried that, Mike will be bailing us out a couple hours later. What's the jail around there they take you to?
Arlington.
Hey, I see.
Arlington. It's about 200
I see Brad B-Rad is posting that he's got an Osmo Action 5 for sale. So Brad, why did you buy an Osmo Action 5 just to resell it? I don't get it.
Oh. Brad was he sitting there?
I know that story.
No, I know the story as well. Right.
Yeah. Let me get on the big. Let me get in the big screen here.
Yeah. So
400. Well, wait a minute. Oh, that's a venture combo. So I know the regular, the non-combo goes for $349. I don't know what the regular price on the venture.
Brad, we know the story. We know the story.
He's giving you a break here. Yeah. Hey, I see we got Ray Kelly in the chat here. Earlier today, Ray Kelly was at
south of the border.
South of the border in in North Carolina there or whatever. He made good time getting maybe he's coming to us from a hotel room. He was on his way to sunny Florida.
I'll tell you what, I'll bet the food at south of the border doesn't touch the kind of Mexican food that Mike can get in Texas.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, south of the border's kind of a dive. It's probably like Taco Bell or something.
Yeah, they call barbecue pig meat. We got beef is what is really true barbecue.
Yeah, they don't have any real beef in North Carolina.
No, they think pig is barbecue.
I don't know anything about North Carolina beef.
Listen, I do know Mike knows barbecue. Ron, you remember that restaurant he took us to in Texas?
County Line barbecue. Yep.
Up near Austin, up near Austin.
We were in Austin, yeah.
There's a lot of barbecue. There's a place called Snow's Barbecue. It's been around 100 years. They only sell it. You get in line at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they sell out by noon. You wait in line.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah. That's one of them.
Ray said. Ray Kelly says Pedro said to say hello to y'all from south of the border. Pedro's the guy with the big hat, the big sombrero. So, okay. DroneNation Deal today. Now, this isn't a drone, but as Marcus pointed out in a recent video, these things can be very helpful to drone pilots. Marcus was using he didn't have this particular model, but he was using his power station a lot in a recent video. But the DroneNation Deal today is the DJI. We all know DJI. They have the Power Station 1000. That's the big boy. That's not the small one. That's the big one that can power almost anything. It is now only $459. It's an early Black Friday special. And I believe that deal is Amazon, but I don't know if it's on DJI's website, but it definitely is on Amazon. I checked it. It was still in effect as of this afternoon. So I know, Marcus, you go with non-DJI power stations. Mike, do you have any experience with the DJI power stations?
I have the DJI 1000.
And how do you like it?
I like it. I do. It's not where you take on a plane. You transport by truck.
Right. Have you used the charge up drones out of a meetup or an event?
But I've not used the cable. It's much faster for the
special cable. Yeah.
S as well. I have not used that for charging yet. I'm gonna try that one of these days and check it out, check the speed.
And Mike, doesn't that thing normally sell for about $1,000?
Well, they came out with 1,000, but they sold it originally for $799, I think, and then $699, and
okay.
And I ended up getting it $200 back because I've got a buyer's program, and if something goes on sale 90 days, I could just send in the receipt and they'll send me the money back.
So here's the thing:
sales for 90 days
with power stations. Now, power stations, I get companies that send them to me for review on my channel, and so I've had experience with quite a few of them. If you're a drone pilot, for me, the ones that are the most useful are the lighter ones. Like I've got a little 300-watt one. It weighs like, I don't know, 9 pounds or something. It's easy to carry in the car, and you can take it out with you for charging batteries. I've got a 2400-watt one, but the flipping thing weighs 50 pounds. So lugging it around is a whole other thing. So yeah, it just depends on what you want to do. If you're trying to, if you want something to replace power at home to run your refrigerator or something when there's a power outage, yeah, like that DJI one, or the bigger ones are perfect for that. But I think mostly for what we do with drones, I think the smaller ones make a little more sense.
Well, I got the larger one for my man cave that I'm building.
There you go. Yeah.
Hook up I have no power out there. I can use a garage door opener. I got a portable refrigerator. I mean, a mini split. It'll work for a while for that. Air AC.
Yeah.
I do have a 300-watt anchor that, in fact, Johnny bought the same one I did. We bought it about the same time, about 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I use that one quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, that's perfect for taking out droning. Yeah.
I go out to a picnic table at my shop out there and get away from the trees and use that on my laptop or on my drones.
Right.
Hey, Sam Lepore is already commenting toward the top of the show. He says, hello, Ron, great topic. I'm enjoying his Mavic 4 Pro.
Wow, that is nice.
The one that Billy loaned you, Sam?
Yeah. Billy's test model. Yeah. Sam had a couple of nice properties go in the market this week, so he wanted to get some good footage with the Mavic 4 Pro. But to wrap up, I see for this 1,000, it's a great price on it, right? Though
it's a great price. It's a great price.
But it may be a bit of overkill if you just want a portable one in the back of your SUV to charge your drones up.
Tom Dowling had one in the back of his pickup when we were out at the Red Rocks last weekend or last Monday.
Right.
A week ago.
I charged off of that 1,000. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, he has that big Tundra, so he's got all sorts of room for it.
Right.
You already got a 400-watt inverter on it built into the truck.
That's true. I forgot about that. It does. Yeah.
Hey, we're getting Thomas Garrison hungry here. He said, I guess I have to smoke another 3 full slabs of ribs.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, New Waypoint New England said they had it for $419 a week ago, meaning the Power 1000. So there's some deals out there on these things.
Yep.
So, okay. I got the, I don't have the link in. I don't have the official DroneNation affiliate link in there for the Power Station 1000. I'll get it in. I'll get it in after the show, or whatever. So let me go to. I got our first little graphic I got to bring up here tonight. So bear with me, guys. Let's see here.
It's got to be there somewhere.
You keep talking while I'm doing my producer stuff here.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this. Mike took me out to the Red Rocks out in a week ago out there in Nevada. We sure had a good time flying.
I had a great time. Yep.
Yeah.
We may have a little video of that later in the show here. Okay, here's story number 4 here. There will be 2 versions of the DJI 04 Air unit here. Apparently, it's going to be an Air unit 04 Pro this time. We've never had a Pro version of the Air unit before. What makes it a Pro? I do not know. I would maybe take a hazard guess, maybe a better camera.
That's the one Johnny will use. He's a Pro. Johnny will use the Pro version.
Yeah, Johnny's already. I think he's already
got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why he's not in the show tonight, because he's under NDA and this stuff. Now, I know Marcus and I, we've never really hand built one of these FPV drones. Mike, have you ever messed around with?
I never have. No.
Yeah. Do you have a hand built that somebody else made for you?
I haven't. No desire.
Okay. So we don't have the best FPV panel today. I've been trying to get Koopy back on the show. Maybe this is a subject John Koopy would be better at addressing or whatever. But just you see the diagrams there. The one looks a lot different than the other one. So this will be interesting.
Nothing I have any knowledge about at all. Although I can say this, Johnny is saying that he already has the 05 unit.
It probably came along with Sam's Mavic 4 Pro.
That's right.
Released in April.
Yeah.
Got it.
And now this leak came from nobody. I heard of C-Lev lately, but he's back with this good rumor. So thank you, C-Lev. Okay. The next story here: has the DJI RC Track received FCC approval? I'm going to pull up the graphic here.
The RC Track.
Hopefully, we're going to pull up the graphic.
I think isn't that the dongle for the Air 3?
Yeah, the dongle. That's it.
Oh, okay.
A beacon. Okay.
Beacon.
The beacon. Okay.
That's what they're calling it.
We love to say dongle.
I thought you said bacon for a second there. I was getting hungry.
Okay, hold on.
We see the little twirly rod. Here it comes.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a great shot.
It's kind of small. If I go back and make it bigger, I'll get myself all messed up. But apparently, the little RC Track has received FCC approval now.
Wow.
So
that's going to be a big deal. That's one that I would be very interested in. I suspect the three of us probably.
Definitely, I'd like to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly if
be
it's
out
priced
by
correctly.
next week. By Thanksgiving weekend.
Mike, what do you think the price on something like this would be? This beacon.
I bet it's 150. 150.
150. Yeah. I had. I'm going to say
maybe 199.
Between 100 and 200.
Right.
Marcus?
Yeah. I agree. I don't have no idea. Yeah.
I mean, anything over $200 would kind of maybe discourage me because I don't do that much tracking.
Exactly.
Like $100 in the $100 range would be perfect for me, but anything 200 or over, I don't do all that much tracking. And the track's real good right now.
That's right. I have to consider it. 200. I have to consider it seriously. I don't know. I don't do that big tracking or selfie.
Now, when we first heard about this RC Track, it was kind of announced around the time that the DJI Air 3S was now. So we thought it would come alongside that, and a lot of us are disappointed that it didn't show up at the same time. So my next thought is, when it does come out, how many drones will it be compatible with? You kind of know it's going to be compatible with the Air 3S because it's the latest drone DJI makes. But beyond that, how many other drones do you think it'll work with on day one? Not 6 months later, day one.
I'm thinking just the Air 3S, and I'll tell you why. Because of the LiDAR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think they may make it compatible with the other OS3.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, who knows?
But not immediately, right?
Yeah.
Not the Neo.
No,
I think.
No, not the Neo ever. I don't think.
I think the LiDAR makes a big difference because that allows them to use it in low light situations and so forth. In other words, if you're having the drone track you through the woods or something like that, it's not just using optical, the cameras. It would use that LiDAR, laser range finding. So,
Marcus, while we're on the topic of the LiDAR, do you think we'll see LiDAR kind of on all future DJI drones? Well, at least say at the $1,000 or above price point.
Oh, I'm quite sure. I can't imagine that the Mavic 4 wouldn't have it if, obviously the Mavic or the Air 3S already does. Would we see it on the mini drones? I don't know. If you think about a sub 250 drone, then you're getting into weight issues and so forth. So who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that topic, Mike, beyond what Marcus said?
I agree with Marcus on that. I think any future $1,000 plus drones.
That's what I like about Mike. So listen, we need to talk about this, Ron. When DeMarco's, whoops, there he goes. When DeMarco's
I was trying to get rid of the window. I got rid of. Getting rid of windows.
When DeMarco's on the show, he's always disagreeing with me. Mike always agrees with me.
Not always, but you can think that, okay, Marcus?
Okay, let's move on to story number 6. Is that a big optical zoom or a new interchangeable prime lens model? This is also shared by, the last story was shared by our buddy Igor. So this is back to our old buddy Asita, and this picture's been out on the internet, not just from a, well, maybe they all shared his thing, but it looks like this is some kind of a Mavic maybe 4 prototype that has a much different camera than what we've seen on the last couple of releases.
That's the Air 4. That's the Air 4, Ron.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. Are you intrigued by the possibility of a big optical zoom or possibly an interchangeable prime lens model camera?
Well, that optical zoom is what we've been asking for years now. So yeah, it would be great.
But this was the enterprise version, though, of 4. I don't think it'd be the base.
So you think it's going to be an optical zoom and not an interchangeable prime lens?
I don't think you're going to see interchangeable lenses on a consumer, even a pro consumer drone.
Well, Mike, I'm going to stop. Mike, I'm going to stop you there for a second. Remember all those photos from maybe about 5 years? They had a Phantom 4 that had interchangeable lenses that they never sold to consumers, that they made it for like one particular customer. Look what Lauren said.
Again, they never sold to consumers.
That's what I was thinking. The same thing, Lauren. Yeah.
So, I mean, again, I'm not verifying this story at all, except that, it made its rounds on the internet the past week. There's more photos than just this one. And of course, Lauren, if they were photoshopping it, why did they bother making it so blurry then? Oh, just probably just to make it more real, right? They probably said, that Photoshop looks too darn good. We got to blur it up a little bit, make it look like a spy photo. I mean, do we have any hopes at all of optical zoom on, say, the next Mavic 4 or Mavic 4 Pro? Any hopes at all for an optical zoom, or am I just kind of like wishing too hard?
Here's what I see the difficulty of that is, and to have any kind of substantial zoom, you would really have to have a very powerful gimbal, because you think as you're moving that lens out, it's going to change the center of gravity of the drone, of the gimbal, of everything. So that's something that they definitely would need to work on.
Of course, a lot of cameras nowadays have that thing where it can zoom and not go out or whatever. So there is possibilities now. Eddie's saying a great stuff, Sam Lepore. I like my Phantom 5, so there's more Phantom 5 rumors. Mike,
I agree with Eddie. I like the Phantom 5 too.
Yeah.
But Mike, what do you think about the possibility of getting optical zoom on our Mavic 4s?
I don't think it'll happen.
Not going to happen.
Not yet. Nope.
Not yet. Okay. Any other comments on this? Not a whole lot of the story here, just kind of a rumor. Let me get rid of poor Flying Flood Media there. So I'm going to stop this share here. Stop the share. So okay, we a couple weeks ago, we've been talking about this for a couple weeks about the DJI Mic Mini. They've got photos, the whole kit, the accessories. They've got leaked prices and whatever, and we're still sitting here with no DJI Mic Mini. What's going on with that Mic Mini, Mike?
I think it'll be out here soon. I do.
This week?
Next week. No.
In time for Black Friday?
I think it'd be neat. That'd be a good time to announce it. You know,
Marcus, what's going on with your Mic Mini?
Well, the original, this is the Mic 1. It's pretty mini. I don't know. Yeah, so it depends on, here's what I'm going to say. It's definitely a thing, and it's definitely going to happen. And certainly, I would guess, before the holidays, right? As close to after Thanksgiving as they can, because they want to capture those sales. Now, what is the use of it? For me, I like the idea of as small as I can get, right? Of course. However, one of the features that I use a lot is to being able to record directly to the mic. And if you can't do that with that Mic Mini, it really isn't going to do me much good. I'll stick with what I have.
Didn't Rode come out with a Mini recently?
I was going to say, DJI's losing sales already. Rode already has a $149 kit where they have two receivers, a transmitter. It connects to Bluetooth to your phone and many other devices. But just as Mark said, it doesn't have that. It can't record just like to itself. It doesn't have 32-bit float. It doesn't have a mic jack on it or whatever. So there are compromises for size and price.
That Bluetooth is not all that it's cracked up to be. Ron, I'm sure you use your Bluetooth with your mic too. Even when you're facing directly to the camera, you'll get dropouts with that Bluetooth connection. So for that reason, I always record to the mic as well as to the camera with the receiver. So Bluetooth is tough for me. Like I said, I've seen too many. And if you turn and your body is between, the mic is blocked by your body to whatever the receiver is, you will for sure, even if you're very close, you will for sure lose your audio.
I don't know if the Mic Mini is meant for us. It maybe is meant for more of the vloggers or whatever that don't even know what we're talking about when we're saying all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Mike, do you have either DJI mic sets?
I've got the original DJI mic. I never upgraded to the mic 2.
I'd
be interested in Mini. Yeah.
Mike, I'll tell you, believe it or not, I still use my original DJI mics sometimes. Like if I'm just in the house here, because I've got my kit that I take out in the field with me when I'm flying drones. Well, I've always got this on my desk. So if I'm just shooting a video right here in the house, I grab that. And I got to be honest with you, I don't use 32-bit float. Does anybody? I don't know about. Anyway, it doesn't make any difference.
It wouldn't make any difference anyway if you did.
I want to use to try it in the review and never again.
Well, my point is the quality of that original DJI mic, I think, is phenomenal.
Especially when you're sitting in your office.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. That's just my use case. Other people may be different.
Right. Barkley reveals got a big reveal here. He hears the DJI power stations send your charging data back to the CCP in China. I think that's true.
That's why I use I only buy GoPro power stations.
Yes. We better send Ms. Stefanik that comment.
Yeah. Anchor's a Chinese company. You knew that, right? Yeah.
How many power stations are made entirely in the U.S.?
None. Like everything else. Yeah.
But I like Anchor. Anchor's a good company, though.
I saw an interview of that guy that started Anchor, and I think he spoke perfect English. I believe he was U.S. educated, but his whole reason for starting that company was that he could go to Shenzhen. He could get things made quickly. You could take an idea and you could go to the product very, very quickly. And his idea was to create high quality electronic products. And boy, he's done it.
And it worked. Yeah.
It worked. Yeah.
I think they have like a 2,000 watt portable that has like 5 or 6 outlets on it now, rather than the 2 like DJI has.
Yeah, I've got a 2,400 watt downstairs mic. I mean, it's a monster. Right. Yeah.
Power Station Nation here. That got a ring to it, doesn't it? We'd have a little jingle. DroneNation Power Station Nation.
Okay, I don't want to get too far off here, Ron, but if you really want to test out your power station, see if you can make a cup of if you've got a Keurig coffee maker, hook it up to it and see if it'll make a cup of coffee, because that draws a ton of watts. About 50.
It is a little area heater, room heater.
Oh yeah. That's another big one. Yeah.
Sounds like Eddie Nunes video.
Yeah.
Speaking of Eddie Nunes, did you see he gave a Tesla away?
He gave away a Tesla?
Really?
To his son.
Oh yeah.
But he still gave it away. He gave it to him for his birthday or something. Okay, so the Mic Mini, just if that's what you're looking to get, like I said, if you need something right away, a Mini, you can get the Rode one for $149. But just hang in there. Mike and Marcus promise is coming soon but the thing is, if it does come out, will people in the US be able to buy it immediately, or it's just the drones that get delayed? The non-drone items are still come to us right away from DJI. At least the Action Fire Pro did.
Well, if they have the FCC approval, there's no reason not to issue it.
Well, the drones have had it.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
Many people.
Okay. Let's move on to story number 8. Richard, our good friend Richard. Is Richard in the chat tonight, Marcus? Have you seen Richard?
I have not seen him.
Yeah.
I have not either.
Unfortunately, Richard may not be here, but okay, you guys have all been following Bill the Drone Reviewer's saga, where he's gotten 2 DJI Air 3Ss in a row that have a stuttering problem in the video. The video stutters. And Richard had the problem before Bill did. Richard got his drone like the next day or something, and he had the stuttering issue, and he packed up and sent it back to DJI. Well, Richard just found out over the weekend, reason why Marcus just real recently, he took the video the stuttering video, and he loaded directly to YouTube without putting it, I don't know, somehow not putting his computer. I don't know how you do that or whatever, but he got to YouTube without being processed by a video editor, and guess what? No stuttering. And also he put it on his DJI Mac Mini. No stuttering.
A DJI Mac Mini.
Oh, the Apple Mac Mini. Sorry. Yeah. The Apple Mac Mini and no stuttering. So it seems like, but he was trying to add it on a Windows-based computer. So somehow that Windows-based computer was causing a stutter. And Bill, the drone reviewer, he's only put it on the Windows-based computer. So Richard's come to the conclusion that it wasn't the drone. It wasn't an issue with the drone. It was an issue with the computer he was trying to add the video. Now, Marcus and I, these are private videos for your eyes only type videos. But Marcus and I both watched Richard's videos of his property, and the video looked pretty darn good to me. What did you think, Marcus?
Oh yeah, there was no stuttering in there. Yeah.
So I reached out to Bill in a message, and I haven't got back to him or whatever. I don't know if he's got back.
Bill's in the chat here, I see, and Richard is now too. Both Bill and Richard are in the chat. So Bill, I just was going to say, Bill was going to return his. I don't know if he did or not.
I'm not sure where he is in that process, but I'm hoping to save him, not have to send it back. If he could try to do the same thing that Richard did, put it on YouTube. Don't put it in you don't let the computer video editor do whatever it's doing to it, or I don't think Bill has an alternative Mac computer to try it on.
Bill ought to order the Mac Mini 4, I think, is on sale Black Friday.
Yeah, it's real cheap now.
And
it's probably it's flying fast.
60 days or something like that, I think.
Hey, Mike, pump your volume up a little bit. You're a little low, Mike.
Mike, your microphone volume kind of comes in and out.
Okay, I'm on my laptop tonight.
Yeah.
Mike, do you've got the Air 3S now? Have you noticed any stuttering in your video?
Not at all.
Now, what computer are you primarily doing your editing on?
I've been doing all on an iPad.
Yeah. So, and it seems like this is my thing, but the Air 3S only outputs, I think, H.265 video, as opposed to most drones had the choice between 264 and 265. And it not typically, but in some cases, Windows computers have had issues with H.265 video. Not all the time, but in certain situations, maybe older ones, or as Lauren discussed, some maybe the Kodaks aren't updated. But Marcus, you have thought.
Well, I sent Bill the link, so maybe he can just come in and tell us, right? Tell us what the status is. Yeah.
If he doesn't come in, folks, you can catch up all the latest and greatest on Bill's Air 3S return on Bill the Drone Reviewer at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But here he is.
Talk to us, Bill. Talk to us.
You're at the heart of this story here. This is good. We did a story about somebody and they appeared on the air.
Sorry, I'm having to use my other webcam right now on my laptop, so good. You can see me and you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Audio is most important.
What?
Especially us folks on the north side of 60.
Yeah, but so just to catch people up, the last when we talked to Bill last week on Rotor Talk Live, I know, Bill, you were saying you were thinking about just returning it.
Right. Now, I'll give you guys an update, and we're going to get in depth tomorrow night on this. But just to let you know, what Richard did was he uploaded his raw file to Dropbox, and then he played it from Dropbox, and he didn't see any stutter. So that's what he did. I tried the same thing. Okay, here's all that I did. All right. I tried upload. I watched the raw file. There was stutter. I uploaded it directly to YouTube, the raw file. There was stutter. I processed it through DaVinci, both at 4K and at 1080p. There was stutter. And I watched it through Dropbox. There was stutter. So there was stutter in each instance here.
Bill, just for a high school, science experiment, would you consider uploading a small snippet of the starting video to Dropbox, and Marcus and I can download it and see if we see the stuttering on our computers?
What I'm going to do, and I could send you guys. I'll send you guys an email, and it'll do a Google Share link so you guys could look at it. Because I know I trust you guys. I don't trust other people, so that's why I don't want to Dropbox thing. But I'll send you guys an email with that raw file right off the SD card.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah, and we can all take a look at it. But Bill, do you still have the drone then?
No, I finally listen to this. Okay, on November the 12th, got an email from them. They asked me. They wanted the whole 9 yards. Plus, they wanted log files from the controller, not the log files from the drone, but the log files from the controller. I complied, and they said you'll hear in 24 to 48 hours. Nothing. I mean, we went down to Sunrise. We went down to a Panthers game. Had a great time. They lost, but we had a lot of fun. Well, come Saturday, it's 96 hours later. I get another email from them. Oh yeah, we want you to send the same information, but this time send us the log files from the drone using DJI Assistant 2. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that 96 hours ago? Seriously. Okay. So I go ahead and I comply with them with that. Hear nothing, crickets. And then I replied back and I asked them, I said, look, guys, I said, where's this return label? I want to send it back. And what about a replacement? 5 hours later, I get a call from them. We've sent you a return label. And I'll send you an email. There's a new case number. You know how many case numbers DJI has given me on this? At least 4. All right. Wow. 4 different case numbers. So I'm like, okay. So I get the email with the label. UPS dropped it off yesterday. Goes same place. Goes back to Fort Worth. Okay. Call them up. Oh, well, somebody will get a hold of you in the next 24 to 48 hours. And I'm like, All right. No. We're not playing this game, because I had considered returning it like we talked about last week, but Best Buy doesn't have it. Amazon doesn't have it. Adorama, their return policy is about as bad as DJI's. So I don't even want to have to deal with that. So I'm stuck in never land with them. But my next move, and what I told them is this. I said, look, you know what? I said, I'm going to talk about this on my drone show on Tuesday night, and I have hundreds of people watch it, and they make their buying decisions based on my show and my recommendations. And my recommendation tomorrow night, you'll hear it. You're going to hear it first. Breaking news here, okay? I recommend if you buy a DJI drone, do not buy through DJI, period, ever again. Their customer service, I have gotten so many different answers from so many different people. It's not funny. And I told him, I said, look, be consistent. Give me a consistent message. I said, you're all over the map here. All right. Tell me what's going on. You can't even tell me what's going on. I've complied with every question, everything you've asked for. I've given it to you. And what do I get? Zip, zero, nothing, zilch. It's ridiculous.
But Bill, maybe Mike could go over to Fort Worth and check the stats of that drone for you.
I wish I could. Mike? It's only 5 miles away.
Well, see, what's funny is it'll show up there, but then, it takes 2 days for us to check it in. I said, you physically have it 2 days to check it in? Yeah, seriously. All right. And I'm going to stick with this for as long the rest of the time flying drones on this earth. I'm never buying from the mothership again. Not happening. Okay. Not going to happen. Amazon, Best Buy, yes. DJI directly, never again. Never again. Not going to happen.
Bill Thomas mentioned in the chat about what he's actually, quote, Lauren mentioned about the Kodak issue, but you've checked the Kodak, so right?
Right. Well, you can't see. You can't switch that. Okay. It's I forget which one it is, but you can't go in there and switch it. All right. There's no switching that in the video editor in DaVinci. Okay.
Eddie, you're confusing the Air 3S and the Neo. I'm sorry, buddy. You're just confused.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bill, were you surprised when Richard sent the email that his stuttering all disappeared as soon as he stopped using his computer to edit the video?
No, I wasn't surprised because that will happen on some computers, and I get that and I understand that. But for me, I've done all my my training, and as far as a tester, like what I do day in and day out, you eliminate possibilities, and that's what I've done. I've gone in and I've eliminated possibilities. All right, I've done nothing as far as the codec. Okay. I have, and here's the thing. All right. And I hear what Lauren and others are saying, and I've gotten dozens, and I mean dozens of emails and suggestions with what's wrong here. And I appreciate each one of them. All right. But I'm going to say this. All right. It worked on the Air 3S. It worked on the Mavic 3 Pro. It worked on the Mini 4 Pro. All of a sudden now it's not working because of the Air 3S. I don't think it's a codec issue. I think it's a bitrate issue. I went out and I did some looking out on the forums today, and I saw some people saying that, the video stutter and the Moray effect may be due to the a bitrate issue. And remember how that's one of the features that they advertised for the Air 3S is the bitrate. I think that's where the problem is. I really do. And I think,
but what version of Windows? What version of Windows are you on, Lauren?
I'm on 11. I'm on Windows
Lauren's
11.
Saying Windows 10 didn't natively support H266. Yeah, H.265. Somebody, Recovery Drone is asking here in the chat. Was he meaning you, Bill? Was he filming an H.265 or H.264? I believe the Air 3S only films in H265.
Yeah, you don't have a choice, I believe, with the Air 3S. I'd have to go back. I don't want to say that definitively, but I think the Air 3S is always in H.265. Lauren could answer that for us, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're right, Marcus. You can't mess with that. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Bill Toms is saying next drone you get, save it to an SD card and send it to someone else to render.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this to Ron and to Marcus and to let them do it and see what they get. Yeah. But as you natively look at it, as it comes off the SD card, the stutter is there. All right.
I mean, I looked at Richard's on my big screen TV and it was perfect.
Well,
And
so the other thing that we have to mention is that, Bill, you used both the internal memory and an SD card. So
yes,
people are saying, "Oh, it's a bad SD card." No, he's tried different SD cards. He's, used the internal memory.
yeah, exactly. It's.
Oh, hey, Richard has an update. DHL has his new Air 3S 35 miles away, being transferred to United States Postal Service. Delivery 5 days away. So Richard, it'll be interesting when Richard gets his new one, whether he has the same issues on his Windows computer and his editor.
My whole thing is this: I shouldn't have to jump through hoops to eliminate stutter on this video. I should be able to take that SD card out of the drone, put it in my PC, download the file, and upload it to YouTube. There shouldn't be, or process it through DaVinci and upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, and somebody DJI should be forthcoming and said, "Yeah, Bill, it works fine on Mac, but some Windows people are having issues." They should have said forthright with you.
Yeah. So, and nobody's telling me a thing from them. I'm getting silence. I'm getting complete silence on this, and I've complied with everything.
So Bill Thomas is talking about uploading a codec pack to his computer. I subscribe to a thing called K-Lite Codec, and it automatically checks. And when there's some new codecs out there, it sends you a message, and you can just upload them and automatically install them. Just what I use.
No, Jay Bird, it's not interference. Okay, if you look when I'm rotating that drone, when I yaw the drone, you could see it there. It's clear. It's discernible. It's not Wi-Fi interference. It's exactly right off the SD card. I mean, that's what it is.
I want to welcome Coach Moore back to the panel.
It is former Coach Moore. I'm retired. So.
Oh, retired. Okay.
Retired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For 6 months, right? 3 months.
No, a year maybe. A year though. It's back to being Maddox's dad again. Hey, you're Maddox's dad. Yeah.
Well,
hey,
congratulations on your retirement. You were at your retirement party tonight, huh?
Where's the watch? My watch.
The pension, right?
I take that too. Wait, I came in though, so we are talking about Bill's Air 3S, the second one, right? It's
and what's happened is since the last time we did a show with Bill, Richards, who had the same stuttering issue as Bill, Richard, he sent his drone back, a week or two ago. He's long sent his back, but he took some footage that he shot, some stuttering video he shot with it. He loaded up to YouTube directly without putting it through any, processing or anything like that. And he has a Mac Mini too, besides the Windows computer, and no stuttering now. So somehow his Windows computer was adding the stutter to the video. So we hope that would help Bill, but it doesn't seem to be the case with Bill's stuttering drone.
Well, Ron and Bill, if you've given all the news you want to give, we probably what do we got next? Unless Bill has something else.
Bill, you want to stick with us? You want to run?
I'm gonna run because I got to get up early. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. But everybody, tune in tomorrow night to Rotor Talk, where we're going to look at this in depth. 8
a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. I'm going to go over everything, show you my emails, show you their response, and it's very, very interesting. And I want to appreciate all you guys for all the suggestions you sent me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Marcus, if you could also send me that thing where it tells you about codecs updating, that would be great too. Okay?
I absolutely will.
All right, guys. Have a great rest of your show. Thanks for having me on.
Popping in, Bill. Have a good evening.
All right.
Hey, Bill.
So our next story is this is one Marcus is going to run with this one here. The FCC might appoint a new chairman that hasn't been very fond of DJI and their drones in the past. Marcus, you have some information here for us.
Yeah, so we got news today that Trump, one of his potential appointees, is a guy by the name of Brendan Carr as chairman of the FCC. Now, that may be a name that rings a bell with drone people here. Brendan Carr. And in fact, Ron, I have a document that I can bring up here.
We definitely did stories mention that name maybe about a year ago.
Yeah, so he is really not a fan of DJI, and hang on here, Ron.
He's an all-tell man. That's just a joke, folks.
Yeah.
This man is in charge of the FCC. Probably has never ever flown a drone.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the. Hang on, Ron. I've got so many tabs on. I'm just going to do.
Take your time.
Yeah, I'm going to do.
Intel National H8265 is more efficient at compression, but it's more demanding on your computer.
Okay, can you see this?
Yeah, let me get the things off there. Yes, it's small. It's small, but we can see it.
Okay, it's full screen here. But anyway, this is what they're talking about with the covered list. So basically, it is if you get on the covered list, it stops you from being able to get FCC approval on anything. And that's not what you want to see. What did I do with the other? Doggone it, Ron. I've got so many tabs open. But Brendan, I must have closed it out already, but Brendan Carr in 2022 wrote a letter that he was really pushing to get DJI on the covered list. So I suspect that when he is in power in the FCC, I'm sure will probably go to Congress or whatever he needs to do he's no fan of DJI. So that could. So
his appointment won't be good news for DJI fans.
Yeah. Yeah. And like Dre says, elections have consequences. That's just the truth. Yeah.
I mean, we're all hoping that these lawsuits that DJI issued will kind of hold off some of this banning stuff because with a lawsuit, somebody has to show up in court with real proof.
Yeah. So I can't remember if I give you all the background. So he was a commissioner. He became a commissioner in 2017 under the previous. He was appointed by the previous Trump administration, and then he still remained in that position, I believe. And then now Trump is proposing to put him in as the chairman of the FCC.
And the FCC is the one that approves these drones, so he could maybe shut the approval down of future drones. Because even though Stefanik and them have been, both parties have been against, the DJI drones and spying all this, it has to stop the FCC from approving every single drone DJI has released since all this complaining started a couple of years ago. But now if they have somebody actually at the FCC or in charge of it, that could mean
that could hold some sway, right?
Yeah. So Jay Bird saying 2 years ago mine could have changed, give him a chance. Well, of course he hasn't even been confirmed yet, but yeah, we'll give him a chance.
Oh yeah, I want my DJI drones, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, if he starts approving all the DJI drones, we'll send him a flower basket.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, here they gotta do it. We've talked about this before though, but the whole problem with this is it's not based on facts. It's just not. If it is based on facts, tell us.
And that's what I'm referring to, DeMarco. Now that DJI has filed a lawsuit in court, court decisions aren't based on just hearsay.
Hang on,
some facts are going to have to show up.
Yeah, I found that letter, and he talks about, this is the letter that Brendan Carr wrote. After all the evidence that DJI has been mounting for years, and various components of the U.S. government have taken a range of independent actions. So he's saying that DJI's collection of vast troves of sensitive data is especially troubling, given China's national intelligence laws grant Chinese government the power to compel DJI to assist in espionage activities. So it's a whole letter there.
People do change their minds, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to change his mind.
Politics rarely deal in facts. So.
No, I'm sorry. Ron.
Go ahead, DeMarco.
Yeah. He could change his mind. But when you're making decisions like that, it's got to be based on something. You just don't wake up one day, oh, yeah, my mind's changed. You know, I don't do that with my kids. Oh, yeah, go ahead and do it now.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be based on something. What is it based on? Why'd you change your mind? And him being a government employee, soon to be, like, tell us, is it classified? Yeah, it's classified. Oh, okay. But
so I think I can help you, DeMarco. So all we're hearing are these kind of ephemeral statements of, that there's potential that they could give this and that to the Chinese government, but nobody has ever really shown us what exactly is it that they're giving. Now, we all know we take pictures and video with our drones. Surely they can't capture all of that. I mean, yeah. So I guess I'm not 100% clear how that really makes a difference. Like we've all talked about 1,000 times, we walk around with these things every day that have way more sensitive data in them than anything. So that's the frustrating part for us. And I totally agree with you, DeMarco. Just show us what it is.
Yeah.
Show us an example. If they could say an example of, okay, we know that the carrier USS Ford was going to sail on this day, and we see some pictures of it that China captured with a DJI drone or something, that it was a secret mission, and we should, or better yet, how about a submarine or something like that? But no, we don't. So how do we know? What are these big secrets? I mean,
Marcus, what you just said here, I've thought about this before. If there's a ship that's sailing and we can all see it with our eyes, we can just walk outside and see it. It doesn't matter that it was taken with a DJI drone. In fact, we've talked about this before. If there's sensitive areas, I don't know what's I'm trying to think of power
plant. Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
If we can see it, I can take a picture of it.
Right.
I can take a picture. It doesn't matter. If now it's one thing for the Chinese government to send agents over here to do it. They would probably be breaking some other law. So like they wouldn't send them to, they wouldn't be in trouble for using a drone. They would be in trouble for something else though.
They call that espionage or whatever.
Yeah,
it's not secret if we can look out there and see it. Perfect example. What is it? Area 51. We can't see it from the public access road. So if I stood there outside the sign, I can't see the base from there. If I went on their property and snuck in, I can't do that now. I can't fly a drone past the.
But whether it was a DJI drone or a Skydio drone, you still couldn't, right?
No, you can't do that though. But
and DeMarco, you make the point that I sort of made a little while ago. If the Chinese government really wanted footage of that ship leaving port or whatever, would they rely on some consumer just randomly taking a video of it and hoping to get it on DJI servers? No, they would send a spy over with the intent purpose of filming that. They wouldn't depend on the random thing of some U.S. drone hobbyist may get a video or photo of it. They'd send a spy over to do that mission.
Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
I want to thank Richard for supporting the show with his generous $10 super chat. Thank you, Richard. And I wanted something else DeMarco said too. He said that classified. Well, they don't even say it's classified information, because you know what? If they said it was classified, that would be on a record then. They don't even use the word classified, because again, that would put them on public record if they said that.
All I hear is you don't.
They just don't say anything.
look at Lauren's note. He just put it up there.
I got
Message. Yeah.
So the kamikaze attack. Yeah, but from my mini 4 Pro is going to be part of the kamikaze attack. It's going to be what?
Yeah, okay, but
if I don't load a bomb or something up on my Mini 4 Pro, even DJI takes it over or whatever, they're just taking over an unarmed drone.
So what does that have to do with DJI? You could probably build a homemade drone that would be way more capable in that.
Yeah, if
area.
I was a terrorist, I would. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would custom build something or whatever rather than bringing up something on a cheap drone I bought at the store.
Yeah.
Barkley says if they want to do all that, they'd send a balloon.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't want to beat this horse to death either, but I just wanted to bring it up that Brendan Carr is now going to be the head of the FCC, so
he'll potentially be trouble down the road. Potentially.
Hang on to your undies, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to a more pleasant story here, guys. This will get some interesting chatter here. This is the title of the show. Will we get a new drone released before Christmas? We've had this year. Let me run them down. At DJI, at least, we had the Mini 4 Pro. We had the Avata 2. We had the little Neo. And we had of course, the Air 3S. So we've had 4 drones from DJI. Will we get a 5th release before the end of the
Mini
year?
4 Pro was last year.
If I'm saying it right, the Mini 4 Pro came out like about February. 4K.
No.
Mini 4K.
Oh, the Mini 4K. I agree with you. Yeah, the Mini 4K.
Mini 4K. So, but okay, I'm going to go right to you, Marcus. Will we get a 5th drone this year, or are we done for 2024?
Yeah, I doubt we'll get another drone. Could we get another Osmo Mobile or something like that?
Mobiles, we could get a Mobile 7. We could get a mic. We could get a tracking beacon. It's a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm talking just drones at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so, because everything that we hear, well, and it's all just rumors, but everything we're hearing is late winter or early spring for the Mavic 4.
Ooh.
I'll go to Mike next. Mike, will we see another drone? And it could even maybe another company. I don't mean just DJI, but anybody. Will we get another drone before the end of the year of 2024?
I
Mike?
hate to agree with Marcus on this one, but I don't think I've never seen a new drone released after November 20th anytime in the last 10, 15 years. I don't think it'll happen this year. I think it'll be after Chinese New Year.
Am I wrong, guys? Or did a drone get released in December last year? Didn't we get something like real late in the year in December?
Oh, the Phantom 5.
I don't think so. That's coming next year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go DeMarco. Will we see another drone from DJI or any other big time consumer drone maker before the end of the year? Or are we done?
I hope not.
You hope not?
I said, I truly hope nothing comes out. Nothing.
Okay.
Dang.
Because of the pocketbook, or why, DeMarco?
I'm sorry, Marcus. I turned it down.
Why do you hope nothing else comes out?
I was joking. I don't think that something else is coming. I don't think something else is coming. Do you? I don't think it is.
God, I can't believe I'm agreeing with DeMarco, but no, nothing else.
How about Dre's pointer? Even if they do release something, will it hit the American shores?
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah,
that's a good one.
No telling.
Yeah. So IntelliMax Multi-Rotors is talking about what we were just talking about. We just did a whole segment on that. Intel Max L.
Yep. Oh, did you look at Lauren's comment here? I suspect the Neo is just proof of concept. The next Neo will be the replacement for the mini series. And to that, great minds think alike. Our good friend Sean the drone over there in Spain, he said there won't be a Mini Pro 5. He said he'll eat his hat if a Mini Pro 5 comes or whatever. And why he said is that DJI stops at 4. Phantom 4, no Phantom 5. You know, he said DJI's never made a 5.
Yeah.
I don't believe Johnny.
So we're getting some comments now. Quick Cat, we just did a whole segment on Brendan Carr. Just did a whole segment on it.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Richard's got a comment here. Who needs a new DJI drone when they can have a $200 FCC Mini 3 SC?
I watched Gorilla's Man's review of it. He says thumbs down on that one.
Yeah, he did. But he loves the plain Mini 3, but not the SC.
Yeah.
And,
No, that the FCC Mini 3, it's a pretty nice little drone. It doesn't have the bit rate and so forth of our DJI drones, but it works, and it's got pretty good color science, etc.
So I don't expect the Mini 5 Pro or anything. I don't expect the Mini 5 Pro or a Mavic 4 before the end of the year. So I think we're done. You're safe to go out and buy a drone at this point and not have something come out the next week.
I like Lauren's theory, though. I think there's a lot that makes sense about that.
Yeah, again, John the Drone, I think, is agreeing with him in a way.
Listen, I'm having a ton of fun with that little Neo, but like everybody else, the downside is the camera quality. It just really is not. I mean, the original Mavic Mini had better camera quality. It's not,
And I'll go one more on you. The Mini 4 Pro, I can fly that anywhere. It's a quiet little drone. That Neo may be little, but I can't do the same things I can with a Mini with it because that noise draws everybody's looking.
Boy, that is an excellent point, Ron. I didn't think about that. Spot on.
Yeah, when I want to be quiet,
I like the Mini 5 because not only small, but it's what do you call it? Like it's like a spy drone. Nobody
it's
really
stealthy.
knows it around.
Stealthy.
But the Neo, they know that thing's taken off.
Hey, when the Mavic 3 came out, that actually came out around November, right?
It was it was when we were all in Texas. Yeah.
It was the Friday of the spin up.
It was
Thursday or Friday night in the hotel lobby.
2022, correct? Yeah, 2022.
Man,
no, 21.
21, yeah.
Oh, it's 3 years old. It's 3
years old. Yeah.
I'm going to put it on the market. That's why.
Yeah.
It was the first week in November, actually.
God, Johnny's. Are any of you guys?
He can't get rid of that.
He can't. He's got V-copter on the brain, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think there's one show he doesn't mention the V-copter.
Every show, yeah.
Well, you guys won't be laughing if they do put out the V-copter Mini.
Mike, you just touched on it. He is on the payroll. That's got to be it. That's it.
Or he has the V-copter Mini already.
Yeah.
He's on DNA too, so he can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we didn't get as much excitement out of that topic as I thought. Nobody said, well, we're going to see the Phantom 5 before Christmas or anything. And I did mention about showing the drone, saying he'll eat his hat at the Mini, and he's a nice hat too. Number 11, the DJI Action 5 Pro received a firmware update that brought improved low light performance along with other refinements. But everybody talks about nonstop about low light. Well, the Action 5 Pro was already good in low light, and now it's even better with these updates. It's got a couple other nice updates too. So they're really getting that Action 5 Pro tuned up, probably to be the best action camera out there. And also at $349, it has the lowest starting price, not sale price, regular price of any of these action cameras. Marcus, I know you've been a fan of the Action.
I'll tell you why I am eventually going to get that Action 5 is because of the battery life, Ron.
Oh, yeah, the longest battery life by far.
Yeah. Hey, I want to point this out, Richard. Yes, same thing. I think I've seen other posts too. Amazon just blanket canceled everybody's order. That company a while back that advertised the Mini 4K for $70. We knew it was going to happen, but
I'm shocked, Marcus. Shocked.
I know you are. I was shocked too. I couldn't believe it.
Shocking.
I was going to send one to DeMarco.
You were so extended. can still sell one. You know,
There you
You
go.
can
Still
send,
selling them,
you can
Marcus.
send the non-existent.
No,
No.
The $70 is one thing, DeMarco. You know, 300. That's a whole nother.
I'm not worth that, Marcus. I'm not
Well,
worth
listen,
$300.
read between the lines, whatever you want to do.
Back to the Action 5, Mike. What are you? Do you have the Action 5 or are you?
I have the Action 4.
Yeah,
I got the
The
4. I'm
4.
not going to buy the 5.
Yeah.
yeah. It's probably
I got the
I
4.
mean, if you're just a casual user, don't use it much. It's not that great of an upgrade over the 4.
Yeah, wait for the 6.
Especially the video quality. The video quality is not going to look remarkably better. Most of the big improvements, like Marcus mentioned, are things like battery life and low light, all the stuff it is. But if you're just out filming during the daytime, you're not going to see that big of a difference between the 4 and the 5.
So the reason battery life is important to me, and again, this is just my personal use case. For other people, I don't think it may, depending on what you're doing, probably not much of a difference. But often, I'll be doing 4 or 5 flights in a day, and I'm recording with that Action 5 Action 4 doing B-roll. Well, believe it or not, it's a pain when the battery goes dead when you're right in the middle of a shoot or something. So you got to stop, switch batteries and whatever. That new battery, Ron, what kind of battery life are you getting? You're getting like 2 hours out of it, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even tested it, whatever. I've never, I've never had it run out yet.
Yeah.
I don't run a battery all the way to nothing, then recharge like when it gets like, whatever, half empty, I just top it off or whatever. But I mean, again, you don't even think about it because you have that, all that battery life.
Right.
I'm one of the people, the mic, the action camera, I'll use them a whole bunch of times, and and I have spare batteries, so it doesn't make you don't want to change the battery. But if I'm out in the field and I see a battery is getting low, I just change it out or whatever because it comes with that nice little hub. But yeah, the battery life is so good, it's not even something you think about anymore.
No, if I was going to buy it, I'd buy it right off of Brad.
Yeah, there you go. You got a deal there. DeMarco, are you Action 5 Pro in your future or?
No. I am my Action 1 and my Session 5 are fine for me. So
your vintage, your vintage camera.
Vintage.
Those are vintage.
But the thing is, we're laughing. But I bet you, if DeMarco put a piece of video up from the Action 1. And I put up Action 5. I bet you half the people couldn't tell which was which.
Someone has said something like that before. Me. No, you wouldn't know. But wait, let me ask this.
Bob Casey's got to go, folks.
Not Bob.
About what's gotten better from the Action 1 to the 5 is battery life. Picture, has picture really improved?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right.
And stability too. Yeah.
Pictures improved unless you look at videos on your phone, then it hasn't improved.
Yeah.
It's not gonna, the Action 5's not gonna look any better than the Action 1 on this screen.
Okay.
Image stabilization has improved a lot.
Yeah. And they're all good now.
Yeah, but to DeMarco's point,
when everybody tests the GoPro versus the Action 5 versus the Insta360, they're all real stable now. No matter which one you get, you're going to have real stable video.
The point of it is DeMarco's use case doesn't require. No, I'm serious. It doesn't require the latest and greatest. No.
No.
Yeah. So. Anyhow, so again, nice. Do get that firmware done if you do have the Action 5 Pro. Just since I've had it, they've had a substantial amount of firmware updates that much improved the camera just since it came out in September. Mike and Marcus have some photos and video clips for the Vegas drone meetup. Now, I have one of Mike's videos queued up here where I saw some of the participants in it. Mike, I didn't really know how to do the. I'm not good at this. If it's not on like a thing, I don't know how to play the photos, but I'm going to run your video here, and I'll let you narrate it a little bit while we get this thing queued up here. So I'll try to make it big here too, as big as I can.
Okay, this is the one out at the Lake.
Let me get playing here. And let me get the comment off here. So where is this at, Mike?
It's at Lake Dolores. There's about a 2-hour drive west of Vegas.
Is that Rick? Is that Rick Williamson walking around?
That's Rick Williams.
Is that Rick Williams?
No, he's in the yellow shirt, the other shirt. Yeah.
Oh, there, Mikey. Are you flying?
Yeah, who's that?
I'm flying Nevada on this one here.
Mike.
So, no, it's neat. They got different pools through here. Empty pools there. There's a lot of graffiti.
Did you guys do all that graffiti? Did you guys do all that graffiti work?
Not quite. No.
Sorry, folks. We have a little slowdown here, but
a little
don't catch
buffering
up.
there. Yep.
Yeah, a little stuttering. Now, how many people were out here, Mike?
We had, I think, 10. Ken Herron went ahead. He waited for us to get out there. Waited over 2.5 hours for us to get out there.
Now, is that the site of the former water park?
It's the old water park. Yeah. These are just different pools that they had, swimming pools that they had.
I think this is filmed on the Air 3S. You see the stuttering.
This is all. Yeah, this is all. Well, I don't think it's the Air 3S fault. Is this coming from Dropbox or did you download it?
It's Dropbox. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Because if I downloaded it, I wouldn't know how to play it.
It doesn't do justice in Dropbox.
It looks like you stirred up some dust there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've got some of this. The lazy river out there. It's going one direction. I saw another drone heading the opposite direction.
I think I saw Ken Herron's video from this location.
Yeah.
But he was there kind of all alone.
Well, he got out there and he waited for us to arrive over about 2.5 hours later. He sat out there and waited for us. So
was he in the cop car?
We were there. I'm sorry?
Was he in the cop car?
He was in his cop car and he pulls the trailer behind it now. He bought a trailer months ago. And he has all his radio equipment and he does his broadcasting directly from his trailer.
Police car. Is it okay to say cop car? Do you say cop car in Texas, or is that expression?
Sure, cop cars, yeah.
Okay. Was that East? That may be East Coast thing.
No.
Sorry, folks. I should have downloaded this or something like this.
There's a little water tower back there.
Oh yeah.
Flew out there, but
very useful at a water park.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob took me out the day after this on Tuesday morning before I flew out.
Bob Dempsey?
Yeah, it took me out to an old ghost town and another area near there. They're flying by Nevada through the Yuccas. That was neat.
Look what Johnny said. It's the Popo car.
Popo. Yeah, that's
Johnny's. South, the Popo. Yeah. I haven't heard the Popo in a while. Yeah, I used to work with a guy from North Carolina. He always says, "Here come the Popo."
Well, gentlemen,
nothing doesn't do justice.
Brad said
my dinner has arrived.
Oh, dinner time.
Yeah, and it's 8:15 Mountain Time.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Marcus.
Marcus.
Good night, and we'll be back next week. You got any videos coming out this week we should be looking for, Marcus?
Pardon me?
Do you have any videos we should be looking out for this week?
I just uploaded a cool crash video with the little Neo.
You crashed a Neo?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. While I was testing ND filters.
I thought there was a flyaway.
Were you power looping?
It was a flyaway. Yeah, it was a flyaway, but it crashed, didn't it? I mean, it tumbled. Yeah. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Exit
stage left. Hey, thanks, guys.
Hold on, Marcus. Marcus.
Appreciate you.
Take a napkin, tuck it in your shirt. Go ahead.
This is Johnny's shirt. I don't care if it gets dirty. See you guys later.
We'll see you, Marcus.
I'm going to go ahead and stop it since this is going to stutter the whole time.
Thank goodness that he's gone. Man. Whew.
Now we can start the real show, huh? What's John Olson saying
He's
here?
not watching. Let's just talk about Marcus. Oh, he's not watching it anymore. Come on.
I wonder if I could tether my drone to the chainsaw battery. Has 56 watts. Yeah, I would go ahead and do it, John. If it doesn't work, blame it on Captain Ray. Mike, did you see Ray was on his way to Florida today?
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. Ray was at south of the border. He was down there with
South
Pedro.
Carolina. Is it South
So
Carolina?
is he going down
Yeah,
for
South
the?
Carolina, North Carolina line.
Oh, so he's actually going down for the season. Okay.
I think he was in the chat earlier. He either it was a hotel room or he made it. Because when you're at south of the border, it's still a long ride to, especially Jupiter. You're still out. I mean, he couldn't have made it unless he was.
No, he couldn't have made it to Jupiter. No.
Yeah, unless he was really driving.
Hey! I just looked up the football score. Yeah, the freaking Cowboys. I knew.
They're in there. It's close.
Yeah, but still, come on, man.
It's almost got a whole second half to go. Well, they don't have Prescott in there.
He's not gonna help anyway. He's not
gonna make a difference. Out for you. They got Copper Rush in there.
Score.
Oh, hey, Johnny's tracking Ray. He's in South Carolina tonight. So Ray got on from the hotel room. Ray has the good Wi-Fi.
Well, I think Ray has some cousins in South Carolina as well. For family.
Yeah, he does. He has people down there. He does. Right. Yeah. Cousins. He's cousins down there.
Right.
So, DeMarco, have you got to fly at all lately, or you been too busy?
We could go out. I flew the Mavic 3 though, but last half a week here though, it's been raining a lot though, and like we've been busy. So in fact, my batteries are sitting over here, charged up, ready to go. So
ready to go. Yeah. How's the weather? Are you cooling down in Arkansas?
It's cooling down. No, a lot of rain like this past week. Yeah, a lot of rain. It rained the whole day to the day it rained all day. So
a lot of the country's in a drought. Have you been in a drought too?
It didn't rain here all of October. It was terrible. Meaning this was terrible.
We went 46 days without rain. Then we got just a little bit, and now it's dry again.
So like we would go out to the soccer fields for our kids, and we were still playing football at that time, and it was so dusty. It was awful. So,
like the dull dust bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had rain today here in New Braunfels, near San Antonio.
Have you been dry though, Mike, lately?
It's been off and on. It's been pretty dry, but Dallas is getting some major storms too, I think, tonight. And we got another cold front coming in. It's going to drop down to 40s, I think, come Thursday or Friday this week.
Because I suspected it must have been a good temperature in Dallas. If they considered opening the roof up, it must have been a nice evening.
Oh, yeah, I definitely would. They wouldn't open it if it wasn't nice.
So what have your temperatures been this week or this weekend?
Well, I've been in Dallas. I was only in Dallas 2 days when I got back from Vegas.
And how was it in Dallas?
It was nice weather then. It was in 70s.
70s? Oh, 70s is good. Yeah.
But they said they had two cold fronts coming in. The first one was just going to be rain, and the second one is going to be a lot wetter and colder.
Okay. DeMarco, Johnny, I think has a Marco. There might be a song about you, Stacy's mom. Do you understand that comment?
I do. Yeah. Come on, Ron. Stacy's mom. Got it going. Come on. Yeah, you know. Make me sing the whole song now.
Oh, okay.
You never heard that song?
No.
Oh.
You still don't have to sing it if you don't want to.
No, I'm good.
We'll let Johnny come on and sing it sometime.
Johnny can sing it, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny's got a few hits out there when he was younger, right?
Oh yeah.
Here we got 1, 2, 3. Wendy Ron says he's waiting for the Mini 5 Pro. When will this happen? Well, we discussed that a little earlier. According to Showing the Drone over there in Spain, there isn't going to be a Mini 5. DJI doesn't make 5s. They stop at 4. And Sean says he'll eat his hat if there's a Mini 5 coming out.
Guys.
But seriously, there's been no leaks, no FCC approvals. There's nothing on a Mini 5 Pro. I haven't heard one word on Mini 5 Pro. So if you're waiting, you better hunker down.
It'll be a long wait.
But hunker down, hunker down for the winter. And Jaybird wants to hear the song. Jaybird, how much you willing to pay to hear the song?
No.
No.
Thanks, Jaybird.
Johnny says no singing either. Captain Joe says, yeah, great video too. DeMarco, they say you have a nice singing voice.
Yeah, I see that. His speakers must be broken, but yes. Saw that.
No, Jay, don't super chat us any money. DeMarco doesn't want to say it.
What does Joe want from DeMarco? What does he got?
Oh no. Anyway, all right, Ron, call it.
Yeah, we covered the whole agenda of the show here, and it's 10:24. So we're gonna wrap this a few minutes early. Houston has just kicked another field goal to make it 20-10, but Dallas has plenty of time to come back. DeMarco, did we get last week's game right?
No. Wait. Who was it again? Who was the guy?
It was one of those games that went back and forth a whole bunch of times.
I had to look.
A lot of these games we get wrong. We have it right all the way up until the last seconds.
Well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of these games, like I watched that game last night. San Diego, they dominated the first half. I call the Chargers San Diego forever. The LA Chargers, it was all of them in the first half. That was all Cincinnati in the second half. But Cincinnati missed 2 field goals in the last 2 minutes, and Houston kicks a field goal. I mean, Houston. The other team kicks a field goal, wins the game. The Chargers. I mean, these games are crazy. I think the Bengals were on Monday Night Football last Monday night, and they either won or lost the game in the dying seconds.
No, I'm looking now. We actually had the Dolphins and the Rams, and I chose the Rams. So yes.
Oh, and the Rams blew that one.
23-15. So.
But yet the Rams did good yesterday.
Yeah.
And how about the Bears? The Bears almost won yesterday.
Lost. Here's something quick before we go. So I've mentioned this before.
Watch out, DeMarco. Jay, you gotta say now.
Oh, Jay,
there you go.
You gotta give him at least a bar or two.
No. Hey, no.
We gotta give him a return. We gotta give him a return on his money.
So my wife's friends from Michigan, we do a 19-point league. So we all get a team. It's $185 per team for the season. And if your team lands on 19, win or lose, you win the pot for the week. And the pot each week is $320.
Wow.
If no one lands on 19, the pot rolls over.
The pot grows.
So it rolled over for a few weeks. Last week, the pot was at $1,600. My team is the Chiefs. Chiefs landed on 16, and I was begging them to kick a field goal. I was like, come on, kick a field goal, kick a field goal. They didn't do it. Wow. So like I went through the day thinking no one had it though, but no, someone had it. I can't forget who got it though, but someone landed on 19. So that person who won it got $1,600, $1,600 last week. Oh, I was sick.
I would buy you like an Air 3S Fly More or something.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Yeah. So like this week there was 2 teams that did it. So
hey, Chris.
Hope gave us the update on the football game 2010. Yeah, Chris is gonna go down there in the second half and take the coaching tablet from Mike McCarthy and maybe get the victory.
Mike McCarthy may not be around much longer.
I asked Chris last week. I said, he won't be the coach next year?" And Chris said, "He may not be the coach tomorrow."
I'm mad at him. He's getting paid.
However, Jones doesn't tend to let him go in the middle of the season.
Yeah. Well, actually, they didn't re-up his contract, so he's only got whatever what's left of the season. That's the only amount of paychecks he's got left.
Right, just a 3-year contract, right?
So if you got any work around the house, call Mike.
Mike's available, huh?
Yeah, he's available for handyman stuff. Hey, if Max's team needs an offensive coordinator, maybe they can get Mike in there. So. Yeah, folks, it was kind of a quiet week for drones. We didn't really get a whole lot going on. I mean, I think I did a couple firmware updates here and there, but they may have been old things, but just bug fixes or whatever. But it's been quiet. And I think it will be quiet. We did us for the rest of the year. So I think it's safe to go out and buy a drone now and not have a new one come out next week.
Ron, did you do the update on the Neo?
I did. I already made a video, but I did the update on the Avod too, and I did the power loop, Mike.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Have you done the power loop yet?
I haven't updated yet.
The power loop
I didn't know
cool.
they updated the Avod too. I didn't know that.
What happened is that when it came along with the goggles update, because the Avata 2 works with the new goggles N3 that we don't have in the US, but
Right.
it also brought the new easy acro feature power loop. Mike, it's my most recent video, I think.
Okay,
It's a short video where I do the power loop. The power loop is awesome. It makes the other effects look like nothing.
And on the Neo's faster too. In the Neo's faster.
Yeah, Captain Joe crashes, but he gave me the advice though not to go too low on it, and I took his advice. I stayed these 30, 40 feet up, and I had no problems. So
okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, and you'll like it. You updated. So the Neo got the it can do the vertical video now for the TikTokers and Instagrammers, and also goes full screen if you want to fly with kind of the on screen thumbsticks. That's pretty cool. Yeah, DeMarco, by the time you get your Neo at Christmas, they'll have it purring with all these updates. So yeah. So well, that's it, folks. Anybody, Mike, DeMarco, have anything on the way out the door here?
Nope. See everybody next
week.
Nothing. Okay. Well, everybody have a great week. Don't forget, if you want to follow Bill the Drone Reviews saga with his Air 3S and stuttering video, tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. I said 8 a.m. early, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I know Bill Thomas is in here because Drones will be on 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Are Johnny and Captain Ray on Wednesday this week, Mike?
Johnny's on this week, right?
Okay, they're on this week.
Yeah.
And Ray's on every Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So busy drone schedule. Hope everybody's well. Get out there and fly while the weather's still good. Like I mean, I know I talked to Mark today. He said he had snow first. It was so nice and Durer. I was on the beach. I was walking on the beach in my sandals again today. It's still nice. I mean, my weather will flip all at once. It'll go from being nice to being like real cold overnight. But I mean, so far I still have decent weather here at the Jersey Shore. So get out there and enjoy it. And they're talking about the Tyson Paul fight on Friday night. DeMarco, did you see the fight?
Oh yeah.
What'd you think?
It was buffering for me the whole time. So luckily,
that's what my father said too. My father said buffering
Same here.
the whole time.
So luckily, Johnny saved the day. So Johnny called me. I missed his call. I called him back, and he held his phone up the whole time so I could watch the fight.
It did stutter in Louisiana.
Listen, Johnny's a bootlegger. Bootlegger Johnny.
Yeah. Hey, Brad Austin said Ray's not live on Thanksgiving, but I think he'll be live will he be live this Thursday is the question. Yeah, I don't blame Ray for not going live on Thanksgiving.
No, yeah.
He'll probably be recovering from eating all that turkey. So,
yep.
And we don't have a show on Thanksgiving either.
Not this year.
I'll be watching my football and stuff. Yeah. So, anyhow, good night. Thanks everybody for tuning in, watching the show. Thanks everybody who super chatted us, and we'll be back next Monday. Have a good week.
That's great. Night.
It's slowly